1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Shakespeare thought he was the best of the best. Creativity unmatched. Like the one evil guest who shows up at a party and starts pranking it bad and pulls it off without even a mad comrade. Ha! Ah! Shakespeare was the biggest joker ever. And I'm not talking innuendos about the wedders. No, all Juliet wanted to do was be in bed. And instead of Paris, she wanted Romeo instead. Oh! Shakespeare's gotta be joking. To put this trash on my paper, probably hoping that I wouldn't fall over dead like Juliet did for reading the soap opera that's numbing my head. And many people say it's relatable to today. Why didn't Juliet just run away with Romeo if she really loved him that much? Because she didn't. All that she wanted was his touch. This love thing happened over 4 little days. The amount of killings equaled a Slim Shady rage, a tragedy. Ha! I think not. Romeo was using her. Thought she was hot. Not. Romeo's playing love interest such a quick. Rosalind or Juliet must have thought he was slick with his words showing up at the balcony at night. Juliet just wanted to get rid of the light. Yo, Shakespeare tried to spit it real to attract those who don't even feel like I feel. He's asking me not to think critical of his work. The scholars will tell you what I think of this book. I'm sorry, but I cannot agree with your views, Dr. Shakespeare. The story's only set up to lose. I appreciate you trying. You aim to start us crying. If I ever say the story is believable, I'm lying. I'm sorry, but I cannot agree with your views, Dr. Shakespeare. The story's only set up to lose. I appreciate you trying. You aim to start us crying. If I ever say the story is believable, I'm lying. You know, the funniest thing about the play is that Mercutio acted like he was gay and Balthazar is more attractive than Romeo. It's funny because Juliet would have hooked up with them both. You think people get married after the first night? Well, I'm sure you're sad about your love life, Dr. Shakespeare. The story's never gonna be sad. You was aiming for something that you will never have. Honestly, people think teenagers got sense getting married before they could even pay the rent. I hate you, Juliet, for making the nurse feel bad. Sure, she was an airhead, but you went and found that lad, Romeo, just so you two could enjoy while the whole world fell around you destroyed. And the parents, they were switching off and on. Forced Juliet to marry. Boom, she was gone. I'm sorry, but I cannot agree with your views, Dr. Shakespeare. The story's only set up to lose. I appreciate you trying. You aim to start us crying. If I ever say the story is believable, I'm lying. I'm sorry, but I cannot agree with your views, Dr. Shakespeare. The story's only set up to lose. I appreciate you trying. You aim to start us crying. If I ever say the story is believable, I'm lying. Juliet was Romeo's rebound girl. Of course he would say anything to get her to twirl. Romeo only tried to give the beast fire. Fire set it straight, don't do anything dire. Romeo was sober, Juliet's the only thing he had. When she died, he figured it was easier to be dead. Exile for the pretty boy, simply too much work. He was trying to hide the fact that he was a jerk. Romeo wanted us to feel bad for him. Star-crossed lovers don't ever get happy ends. Egotistic woman rager Romeo don't want to live. If you were really in love, you would make a happy end with your lover. You would try and get back to her side. You wouldn't care about committing the crime. In fact, Tybalt was the one who started it off. Without Tybalt, this book would have been junk. Too bad it is boom. Guess what's hurting me the most? The fact that this guy always had to boast about his greatness. Yo, Shakespeare ain't harder to understand than trying to read the lyrics written by Little Wayne's hand. Oh, by the way, Folgers get it straight. Defining on the other side of the page don't make it great. If they made a super modern version of this book, it would be 3 pages long and never get a look. Oh, the story's so simple, no one knows why. Shakespeare had to write 200 pages to imply that the story is remotely complicated work of art. The story is less complex than a 2-year-old Mozart. The story has nothing ever to do with real life. You think reading a pink book will save me from a fight? We don't need to read about romance. Don't shed the light. These two obnoxious lovers can't do anything right. Although, I've got one thing to say. This story wasn't all bad. It was creative, I'll give him that. Dr. Shakespeare, your medicine works. English teachers love this book. I'm sorry, but I cannot agree with your views, Dr. Shakespeare. The story's only set up to lose. I appreciate you trying. You aim to start us crying. If I ever say the story is believable, I'm lying. I'm sorry, but I cannot agree with your views, Dr. Shakespeare. The story's only set up to lose. I appreciate you trying. You aim to start us crying. If I ever say the story is believable, I'm lying. I'm sorry, but I cannot agree with your views, Dr. Shakespeare. The story's only set up to lose. I appreciate you trying. You aim to start us crying. If I ever say the story is believable, I'm lying. I'm sorry, but I cannot agree with your views, Dr. Shakespeare. The story's only set up to lose. I appreciate you trying. You aim to start us crying. If I ever say the story is believable, I'm lying. I'm going to get in so much trouble for this.